Hey everyone, and welcome back to How to Spend It. Today we are going to be talking about the top 10 ways to manage your money better. But before we get onto that, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us out a lot and lets us know that we are helping to enrich lives out there. And without any further ado, let's get on to the video. Number 10. Save for big purchases. Growing up, was there ever something that you felt like you absolutely wanted? Maybe it was the newest game or a brand new board game. At the time, you likely had someone say that if it's something you want, then you will need to save up for it. This hasn't changed much since you've gotten older. The saving doesn't necessarily have to do with just the wants you have, but also the needs like a refrigerator or a washing machine. You have an idea of the amount you will need and have to think to yourself, do I need this right now? If you find that you can put off getting the item for a while, then do so. Tuck those nickels and dimes in a safe place and save up the amount you need to cover the final price. This way you don't have to risk not paying for essential bills each month like hydro and suffer the consequences should you miss a payment. Number 9. Save 10% of your income per month. None of us want to work forever. There is a time where we look forward to being able to sit back and relax without having to worry about clocking in on time, deadlines, and getting the workload where it needs to go. The best way to achieve this is by putting away a little of what you earn each paycheck aside for retirement. If you look to save anywhere between 10 and 15% annually, by the time you reach the desired retirement age, you will have a nice little nest egg to cover your expenses as well as any additional bills such as medical you may end up with. Number 10. Create an emergency fund. Our number 8 spot is also focused on saving for the future. While saving 10% of your income per month focuses on retirement, creating an emergency fund is aimed in case anything should happen before you retire. This could be anything from damages to your home, or even poor health that puts you in a hospital bed. By saving a little away in the emergency fund, you will become prepared for the unknown. Now remember, this is for emergencies and should remain untouched, liquid, and allowed to earn interest. Needing the latest KitchenAid appliances is not an emergency. Number 7. Contribute to savings regularly. All accounts that you have with your financial institution will ultimately help you in the end to save the money you need and have those backup plans in place. It may feel like in the end you won't have anything left to use, but really you will. After putting money away for retirement and a rainy day, if you put some funds aside in a savings account, it will accrue interest and allow you to create good money management habits. This is the reason for this video, help you manage your money better. A simple way of adding into the savings account is by placing an automatic transfer from your current account to your savings or investment account. That means when your paycheck is deposited, then a specific amount is transferred. You could do this monthly, bi-weekly, or even weekly, as often as you possibly can. Number 6. Limit credit card purchases. As we move into our next point, we are taking a different fork in the road away from saving money. For our number 6, we are looking at the use of credit cards. Credit cards seem great and all in helping you get those purchases when you need them or covering the cost when your paycheck does not quite equal what you need. They can also be dangerous if you don't use them properly and forget that whatever you borrow must be paid back at the end of the month, otherwise you will have to pay interests. If you are looking for one with interest rates and something that will help you establish your credit rating, then it may help to look at big box business like Walmart or Capital One. Going into your local bank and speaking with an advisor will also be useful as they can help and get things in motion. Remember though that you want to keep track of what you are spending so that you should pay it back in time and maintain a good credit rating. Number 5. Understanding your expenses and removing any unnecessary ones. We've reached our halfway mark. Have the ideas we've mentioned so far been helpful? Well, if they have, we have 5 more that will also be of interest. Looking at the expenses that we deal with and understanding how they apply to your day-to-day life will help in working with your money. If you have monthly bills such as rent and hydro, you know that they need to be paid, and if you can, try splitting the amount needed through multiple paychecks for that month. It will help to even out and not cause you stress during 2 sets of weeks. As you pay off what you know you need and are concerned about having enough to get through the month, look at the additional costs that are wants, not needs. This could be having 2 types of music systems like Amazon Music or Spotify or SiriusXM. You don't need all 3, so choose the one that you like the most and cancel the subscriptions to the others, allowing you the money you would have spent on them to go towards something else. Number 4. Don't commit to any new recurring monthly bills. Our number 4 spot continues with the idea of the previous one. If the bills that you happen to have stretch those dollars and make it difficult to put some money away in savings or retirement, then maybe getting that monthly subscription to a fresh food service or television program system is not the smart idea. Adding on the bills you need to pay off can cause problems if you are trying to manage debt or pay back loans, as you start trying to determine what money goes where and who might just be forgotten. Number 3. Consolidate your debt. Have you noticed a pattern with some of our points? We talk about one and the following relates to it. Our number 3 point can reflect on the previous, seeing as if you take on too many bills or loans, you can end up in debt. Now, this may be a little scary, especially for those of you who have gone to college or university and ended up with student loans. Paying here and there can be stressful and confusing, so the best idea may be to consolidate all the data. Combine the details and search out the lowest interest rate possible that won't make you give up the roof over your head. Number 2. Understand your credit report. We are almost there to number 1. Our last pit stop on this list before reaching the final point that may not be surprising at all for some of you is to understand the credit report that is put out for you each month. Credit reports combine the information from all loans, credit cards, mortgages, and other ways that you have had to borrow money to be able to live. If you are trying to purchase a home, rent an apartment, or perhaps even get a cell phone, there are companies that will run credit checks on you to determine if you are able to pay for the service. They look over your history and will either give you the thumbs up or down on proceeding. The best way to make sure you have a high score is by keeping balances like those for credit cards low and paying off your loans. Number 1. Create a budget. Is this really a surprise? Creating a budget on a monthly basis will allow you to figure out the amount of money you have and what you can do with it. Laying it out to sea, you will know what amount is needed for home, food, insurances, and transportation. After having that in place, you can determine what amounts go into savings and retirement before finding the final amount that you may be able to treat yourself with or even apply it in the emergency fund. Well guys, that's it for this video. Click the links above to check out some of our other videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. We have many great videos coming up. See you in the next video.